Another week has come to an end, although that's already quite a couple of days ago. So this is basically what Cycle 93 was doing. So let's check out what we earned. Normally I would start with the liquidity pools, but we have some technical issues there, so I did not receive any tokens. But my pools were also most of the time outside of the range, so that really doesn't matter. But if you're new to liquidity providing, I would wait, because you cannot use the liquidity tab from Gomining itself to deposit currently, or at least it doesn't make sense. You would need to go to PancakeSwap, like I have open now, where my current pools are sitting. So I rebalanced 2 of my pools, for example, on Tuesday, and you can see it collected already $3 and fees alone, and this one also almost $3 and fees alone. But the actual liquidity is still under maintenance. I had a talk with the support where he explained me basically technically what's going on a bit, and we're working on it. But this will definitely be a bigger issue, because apparently a third party we are using makes problems, and we're trying to find another solution. Anyway, let's head to the rewards. So the gross rewards we earned were $77.50. We have a total of $45.67 in fees, and therefore a net income of $41.83. This is very nice, again, as always. And if you notice on the status page, you can see I stopped reinvesting, and the last 2 days I withdrew my Bitcoin, which went, as I expected, problemless. So I always use the within 24 hours, and it was in between 22 and 24 hours normally on my wallet. Why I'm doing this? Well, the main reason is I finally want to build up my Bitcoin position. So, and reinvesting is nice for future gains, but I still don't have the Bitcoin that is produced here. So I'm extracting my Bitcoin from here, and I will probably start reinvesting again after we hit Bitcoin a level of 150k or something like that, because then you get way faster. So until then, what I'm doing instead is using Pionex. I was made aware recently that it's not available in every country, especially in the US, and there are also some other countries, so please check that before you do the same I do. And this is of course no financial advice. So basically, my goal is to increase my Bitcoin holding, but I hate it when some asset is just laying around and not multiplying itself, so basically earning no interest. And I don't want to wait only for the price to rise, but I'm currently doing something not generating too much of an interest, but it's safe, I think, for me. And what I'm doing is I'm basically aiming for a dual invest. So I would go to dual invest, I invest in BTC, and I would look for something in the 26-day or 20-something days, meaning it has a runtime of 20-something days, depending on what you use. And I target something that needs to have like at least 10%. So if you go, I think we need to go to the aggressive one here. When I opened it was the 26 days. I took the 118,000. Currently it needs to rise 16% to reach that point. So when that happens, I will sell my Bitcoin for 118,000 a piece. But if not, I just collect some fees. So this is my order. This is basically what I've withdrawn from Gomining, a bit from Mine, and some I had still lying around when I thought about that approach. And I will now get 828 Satoshi, so it's really not much. It's actually, if you calculate that for the duration of the time, I think it was like 0.85%, but it's something. And I will always target 10 to 12 to 13% and almost a month out. Why? Because if you go earlier, you will not get any rewards at all, and 10 to 12% up from the current price are fine. If I really are forced to sell it at that price, I make a huge profit. But of course, I would rather have it just to increase my Bitcoins. You could do it even more further out, but of course your rewards will shrink and shrink. And this will be my move forward for the foreseeable future, meaning I will probably always take 2 to 3 days of Gomining earnings put them onto Pionex and let them run and let them earn. And yeah, one of two things can happen. Either I sell the Bitcoin for a lot higher than it's currently are, or I just earn more Satoshi. And if we move, for example, to within these 26 days to 115,000, which I highly doubt, I will then again from those 115,000, I will look what is 10, 12, 13% above and use that as my new target. So I will always try to have 10 to 12% up move required for it to hit. And yeah, let's see how long this will work. If it's a good idea, I don't know, but it's the way I decided now to grow my Bitcoin, because even if I sell it, I get a lot of cash, then I could do the other way around, or maybe then I go back and reinvest that into Gomining. I have not thought about this step yet, but that's my move forward for now. Tell me what you think about it. Would you rather reinvest, or would you go another route, stack, collect Bitcoin, just put it in the safe and wait for it to rise? Or would you also try to have your Bitcoin staked somewhere, because staking itself with Bitcoin is not possible? Yeah, what would you do, or what are your plans going forward? Leave a comment down below and see you in the next one.